Hey guys, it's been such a week. Such a week. It's Friday, 12:29 p.m., June 7th. And I don't want to be known for these headbands, but they're like the only things that pushes my hair back, frames my face, makes it look more womanly. I don't know. I was thinking about wearing this hat, but then it looked weird. So, hey. Okay, it's been such a week. Our week's always this long. I feel like so much happens within a week. Um, like you could be like a completely different person like every week, even every day. So I did write some notes, but before we get into that, I guess there's some big changes happening in my life. This feels so weird. I'm like, I'm in like, have like this whole setup and I'm like just talking to it. It's so weird. It's fun though. Like I really like it. That's why I look forward to this every week. Um, so if you've been with me for a journey, like I feel like I'm like talking. I'm going back to school. Is that a shocker to anyone? I don't know. Kind of. If you don't know me, I've gone to school and I've stopped school how many different times? Like three, four times? I don't know. I've been to so many different schools. And I think that's part of like why I am who I am. Like I don't, the number doesn't matter. Like I think it's definitely more than five. Like it's definitely more than five. Six, seven, I don't know. Like I just said, the number doesn't matter. So let me not try to think about that for like 30 seconds. I'm going back to a school that I've already gone to as of right now. Like, I like it. I like BCTC. That's what it is. Bluegrass Community Technical College. I liked BCTC. I went there for like maybe a semester, maybe a year. I don't really know. I was looking at, they needed my transcript from my other school, and I was looking at the unofficial one, and I had lots of D's. It's just funny, but I'm gonna be doing that for now. I I clicked on like studying art, and I think that included like a lot of art history, which I think is so cool. But the thing I don't do well in is like tests. Let me make sure the microphone's on. Okay, yeah. So I'm just trying to live my life and have fun with it. And I hope everyone is too. And that's what life's all about, is having fun. So I'm glad I hopefully, well, I'll accept jobs that come to me that I like. Like, I don't want to be doing stuff I don't like too much. I'm referring to dog sitting, which baby just went like, ugh, if you heard that. Yeah, I'm doing that for like the next like couple weeks, like kind of straight, and I'm like, ugh. But it'll be nice. It'll be fun. Why'd she just get up and leave? I don't know if she heard something. But yeah, that was a big change, and I also started seeing a therapist again, which if you also know me, you may know I've seen two. The difference with this one is it's a she. That's the difference. She's also a Christian counselor, but she so it's nice to know that she has some sort of faith, because I think that that was a problem in my last one. The last two, I don't know. But like we don't I mean that's an important aspect of life. It really is. And she said we don't have to talk about it if we don't want to. Like But I mean, that naturally, what I need in a therapist and what benefits me, because I mean, it's different with everyone. A soundboard. I've talked about this a lot. It's nice to just have someone to bounce ideas off of. There's baby. She loves me. I love you. Wanna come here? My best friend. Me and baby went to the lake last weekend after I filmed this. I was uploading it at the lake. They had really fast Wi-Fi. I was not expecting that. She just kept jumping on other people's boats though. Well, I didn't let her off leash, but so the person who I was with was, and I got woken up saying baby ran away. I was like, so I got up immediately. She wants some of my water. And I see baby down the dock. Baby, look. Look. She was down the dock, right in the middle. I'm like, there she is, baby. And, getting her to come. I saw her jump on several boats. So that was fun. At some other point, a man, came. I was inside the boat, he was outside the boat. He, came up, I was doing my thing, and he's kind of I need to talk to you. Whenever people do that, or at first I was kind of just ignoring him, what do you do? And then he said that, and he said he said baby pooped on his boat and he had cameras on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'll go pick it up now. And he's like, I already picked it up. I'm like, okay. I get it. I was like, that won't happen again. I'm as he's leaving, I'm I don't like to blame people, but that was my mom's fault. So that was interesting. She'd be on top of the boat and just going around where there's no railing. But I had faith in my dog. I had trust, faith, love. She's alright. I think she had fun. That was her first time there. Let's get into the notes, honestly. I did the updates about school and therapy, so one thing is being scared to do something, doing it anyway, and it never being as scary as you thought. I only fear God. That was my note. That was at the lake when baby went under the bed, under the covers. My mom asked me to go get ice from down at the store thing at the dock, and I kind of didn't putting myself out there, doing anything, talking to anyone, doing anything that pertains to going out in the world or expressing myself, doing anything it. Is it an all or nothing type of thing, or just because I realized there was a car there. I'm like, what? Going slow. It wasn't as scary as it was. It was 3 different teenagers. It's fine. It takes a lot out of me, and I feel I've talked about that a lot. I mean, it's just that one step of just going past it, and then you realize it's never scary ever. Would I rather not do anything at all? No, I don't want to live my life that way. So I have to just do the hard thing, just do it. It's not even hard, it's the uncomfortable, just doing the damn thing. I don't know. Okay, the next 3 notes are cults, Jonestown, 7M Dancing with the Devil. I haven't finished that one, but I mean, cults, they're so fascinating to me for obvious reasons. Like, isn't it fascinating or interesting? Like, all of it. I think it's interesting. One of the reasons why it's interesting to me, like, I feel like it's so, the idea of being like brainwashed is very interesting. I feel like it's so easy to be like in that vulnerable state, and then like someone's telling you things and you like believe everything they say. Like, I have felt that way, and it's fascinating that it still goes on. Like, once you're out of it, you're like, whoa, like, what was I doing? Was I crazy? Like, you just have such a different like world viewpoint. I'm interested in people's perspectives and the way people think. It's just crazy. And like, I didn't watch a documentary about Jonestown. If there is one, I'd be interested, but the fact that he said like this is going to be some remote place, like it's going to be beautiful, and then fast forward, he kills everyone basically. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I like to think they all start out with like good intentions, and then it just gets warped and bad. Do all of the head leaders maybe have like a god complex? It's just very interesting. The 7M Dancing with the Devil, that's on Netflix. It's one that's going on right now. And a lot of people, this guy, he's using the Bible as like his thing, his like, he's like twisting it and making it not what it's like. And he also has like a fame aspect. He's been trying to like get famous or get word. Like, that's just a lot, and it's going on right now. And that's what, it's sad when a lot of times they tell you to like not talk to anyone in your family or like cut off, and like that's not good. Like, that's definitely a sign, I feel like, you're in a cult. And I was looking them up on Instagram because they have Instagrams and TikToks, and some people I follow or know, they're following them, and I don't even think they know they're in a cult, which is like crazy. Like, if they did, they probably wouldn't be following them. So it's just sometimes we don't even know what's going on in their lives. And that's a lot of, that's like kind of always, especially with social media, like we don't really know what's going on in their lives, like, at all, unless the camera's on. And even when the camera's on, like, they could be like completely acting. And that's all the time. I think people are getting, at least I am, I'm better at reading people. Yeah. That's what I have, my projections and stuff, so I'm not like, I know I'm not always like completely accurate, but because sometimes I can be gullible, and then sometimes am I like thinking the worst of people? I like to think not as much right now or anymore, but I don't know. I think that's just, we need to be aware that we don't always know what's going on in other people. And that's, I am very authentic, believe it or not, but I am glad I'm doing this too. Like, no one's telling me to do this. I'm doing this out of my own accord. Trust me, a lot of people tell me not to do this, but I like doing it. And that's something I told my therapist. She had mentioned something about like doing something people don't tell you to do, but you do it anyway. Like, I guess, like, stuff you love. And then I mentioned it, that I'm doing this, and I really like it. She was impressed by that. She said she wasn't going to look up any of my social media, though, so I wonder. I guess if I stopped seeing her, she could. I don't know if that's part of the thing. Probably isn't. Okay, next thing. 12:44. Whales just want to have fun. I think that was the headline of a story or something. Orcas and killer whale teenagers in New Zealand are bored, and that's why they attack boats. I just thought that was cute. I'm like, whales get bored too? I like saying, my mom drilled it into my head. She's like, only boring people are bored. And I like agree with that, but I don't know, bored is such like a weird thing because it's like, I don't know, I guess I don't like when people complain and say they're bored out loud. Is that just because my mom always told me that when I said I was bored? And she's like, only boring people are bored? Probably a little bit. Probably definitely a little bit. But because there's always something to do, and being bored always kind of leads you to something. It's just that word I don't like, but I don't know. Whales, when they just end up, I guess they did attack the boat. I kind of read it like more that gullible, like kind of gliding past the bad part of it. That's how my brain works, which I'm grateful for. Yeah, I guess that's what they do. I mean, that's kind of, don't people do that when when they're bored, they do more antisocial criminal type stuff? Okay, next one. Let's move on. Pet peeve of mine. When someone knows something and waits to tell you. Just because, like, I'm thinking about, like, waiting for the right time to tell someone, like, I get that to an extent, but it also, I feel like there's nothing like the present moment, right? There's nothing like the present moment. And if this is in a sense of, like, scheduling and time things, like, go ahead and tell that person, like, right away so they can plan their schedule. That's one aspect of it. And I think end point of that, or what's the word thing we're supposed to learn from that, I think there's no time like the present. Waiting just makes me anxious, and I think when other people can, like, unconsciously feel when you're waiting, and it might make them feel anxious. I don't know. Like, I can tell. I don't like when people, like, hold stuff from me. Oh, now I remember why I wrote that. Yeah. And the last one is, I don't support self-loathing. I think that was about, just when people make jokes about self-loathing, shall we look up what self-loathing actually means? It's basically like saying mean stuff about yourself. Very strong feelings of dislike for yourself. Yeah, like, I don't want to add to it. And, like, I'm a problem solver, so I guess I just want to, like, solve that problem of yours, and then people might not think that's fun if I don't laugh with it, but I'm really just trying, am I trying to help you? Like, I don't really want that to be my job always in a friendship. I don't know, or when we're just chilling, but I don't know. I think that just made me give an idea to, like, write that down. Whitney Cummings said a long time ago, or talked about it, like, she would do like these sarcastic comments as like her Instagram captions. And I forget the way she says it, and I'm not saying it the best way, but it's like when people read that, it's like if you say something about how ugly you look or something, and people that like you or think you're beautiful reads it, they will, like, they don't like hearing about it, and they don't, and if they try to cheerleader you, maybe you won't like it either. I don't know. Basically, my notes are very succinct, and they should exist as that. I don't know why. Well, I can't elaborate some, but that's pretty much it. I don't support self-loathing. We're here to grow mentally, physically, and spiritually into the best versions of ourselves. I'm like very sore today. And I'm really glad I started working out. After this, I am really gonna try to like get rid of some clothes. None of my clothes fit, and that is, I think my tops mainly fit, but my bottom is where all the weight goes. My butt is huge right now, and I'm not complaining, but none of my clothes fit, and I really want a closet clean out. Like, I really do like want that so bad, because I have a lot of stuff I don't wear, and I think I need to get rid of the old to make room for the new. So I really hope that you all took something from this or benefited in some way. I really look forward to doing this like every week, so it's fun for me. And we're gonna be entering this new, is it genre of Lucy? I don't know, just this new phase of my life transition of going to school and therapy, I guess, but I don't know. Just, this is a new start, and I hope we're all making changes, new starts that benefit us and becoming the best versions of ourselves. Did y'all watch any Brittany Broski? She's just hilarious. I know she could do self-loathing sometimes, but I mean, even I do that too, so whatever. I just don't support it. I don't know. I just want us to be nice to ourselves. I've been really mean to myself. Like, my inner voice, my inner critic has been mean, and I've like really worked on being my own best friend. Like, that's something I've worked on for the past like few years, and it's been a journey, but it's really like helped me a lot. Let's all be our own best friends and make our unconscious conscious. Okay, I love you all. Bye.